just a hate for this bitch to come back up to retest or do some stupid shit.
Yeah.
My niggas trying to get in.
Hopefully give a boomerang, because that's what I'm looking to take. It might just retest his zone. There it go. Why the fuck didn't it get me
Order
in on that?
filled.
Oh, hell no. I'm in this cell, but that shit got me in nasty, bro. I don't like my entry. Yeah, I got in. My entry was trash, though, but I'm break even, though.
Yeah, I'm missed this motherfucking opportunity, low-key.
Yeah. Should I lock in something?
Shit, nigga, how much you up? This shit's running through
235.
Damn.
I hate when they do that shit. I gotta just take this shit off now. They don't want to even let me take this shit off, bro.
Or this bitch, this one of them days, bro.
I can't even. What's wrong? My shit.
Order filled.
TP got hit. I couldn't move my shit, bro. Like, my shit stuck. This shit would still be running, and I can't get this shit off my screen. That is nuts.
Ken, was you able to get in, bro? Yeah, I couldn't get it on my express.
Damn. I fucking still be in this shit. I was gonna move my shit, bro. That shit gay as hell. Yeah, it's going to fill that gap in, bro. It was filling it in now.
Damn.
Yeah.
That motherfucker fall to the ground.
That shit ain't got down. Tap me, and I ain't wanted to jump in on the fucking market order. I should have.
I did on the market order, I'm not gonna lie. I tried to get in on the boomerang because it gave the boomerang entry, but it like didn't throw it up there right. And so I got in, but this shit, I swear I'm gonna show you in the video, bro. I literally couldn't move the thing off the screen to move my take profit down. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro, that shit just
on my smoke. I don't see a wick for real.
Hold on 1 minute.
Yeah. I don't see one.
No, I don't.
It's boomerang. It's hitting it now, but I don't see a wick on that bitch, bro. It kind of, yeah.
No, I don't got one.
I don't know how I feel about that entry. It's doing it now though, but
What are you trying to get in for?
I was looking for a sell, but I don't want to take it just because it boomeranged, so you could take the short position, but it don't got no wick on that candle, so it's just like nah.
Yeah, maybe my shit running.
It's definitely dropping though. It could retrace though just because of that, but
that shit dropping my head too, man.
You feel it is right here. Yeah, I don't really got no a real good TP right now for this, so yeah. It would have been a 17-point play. Look, $300 or something. Yeah, wait on that then. Might have to just wait for this. Yeah, we about to have a 945 candle come in anyway. It filled in this gap though, or not gap, but the it filled in the wick from the candle.
Shit, yeah, and they took out like every liquidity draw that was close. They even took out this little shit below the gap. So shit, for this shit to keep selling off, nigga, that bitch is gone.
Yeah, I might look for a long man if we get above this.
Oh God, nigga, if that bitch kept selling off, nigga, this is a historical day, nigga.
Nah, so like I was reading this book called, well, in the book I was telling you about the best, damn, yeah. It just ain't touched that wick though, bro. Like I just, it might not, but I'd rather not be a part of it, I feel like.
Boomeranging on the 15 minutes, but like you said, it didn't go up there and fill out that.
Y'all finna buy it back up?
Nah,
I'm just watching what it's doing right now.
I normally would look for a sell just because we got the rejection off the 13 as well. It just the fact that we never created that wick and shit kind of threw me off.
But like you said, sometimes it don't goddamn fill it out.
Yeah, sometimes it don't. You're right.
Put the reception out.
I just feel like I'd rather wait just simply because it's like it's one of these days where like you don't got to take another trade, so it's I really don't have no problem waiting at this point. And if it don't do it, then it just don't do it. But at this point now, if anything, longs would look good if we can get back above or to like that 666 area or so. Like it just made this doji counter. We're about to break to the upside potentially on a 1 minute. If it can go close out, then it likely could be a reversal candle at that point. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. And since it broke the bottom, we won't have to wait for a boomerang for longs. It's a strong close.
Yeah, if it got down close above that 13, it'll look good for buy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that fucking doji counter was a good indication it was about to reverse for a second. Points to be at a 5. They got a lot of volume right now too.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if it's gonna decide to reverse before 10 o'clock. It just came up here to test this resistance. Just low key rejecting off of it now.
I ain't gonna lie, I kinda wanna go to micros just so I can get myself a wider stop. And I can still keep the risk that I'm looking to have. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I like it though for longs, bro.
Order filled.
I'm gonna take long on this. Yeah. I'm only gonna risk right at the bottom of this counter, so I'm risking 240 on this.
We rejected off of the top of this 1 minute support. Resistance. See if this bitch start buying up or it's about to flip back again here.
Like maybe I got in too aggressive then. It didn't technically break it yet, but we in this bitch now.
I wanted to see if it closed above the 13.
We in this bitch now, boy.
It still could go up there though.
Yeah, good.
Unless this bitch just decided to go make that wick.
190. I'm gonna lower my risk to 190 on this though, just because we got this wick off the rejection of the 13. But yeah, that's pushing out. Hopefully, oh, this is the new candle, so it's about to boomerang this candle now. Now, do it again, bitch. Take off. Phew. Ugly.
You got Android?
Yeah, I'm in longs. I would say go light on your wrist, though, if you can. I'm not risking a lot.
Yeah, if I get in on this shit, I'm just gonna get on with one con, bro.
My shit, nah, I ain't got no internet. It's crazy. What was that shit doing? I'm down.
Selling off some.
Oof. Oh yeah, this might be a loss then. Yeah, it's about to stop me out. Possibly. They don't fucking retrace right here. I'm gonna lower my risk some more now to 165.
I was about to say it's rejecting off the 13.
Yeah. And the most I lose is 160 off this, so I ain't mad at that. I'll take that. Going about my day. Hopefully we get a flip of this count. If we do, then it definitely look good to keep going. It's kind of down there though. Where's 12 points at for this? There we go. Come on now, go ahead and push, bitch. 12 points is at 671.
Got 17.
671. So I can go break even right here, really.
Tap me in for about 2.
Yeah, I'm break even on this. So no money would be lost on this trade. Yeah. And we're above this zone now, 2 on the 1, so we can keep flying here. That'd be nice, but yeah, this is a good little grab.
Yeah, I'm about to go break even on this shit too.
We hitting this other zone on the 5 minute though, or on the 1 minute, so it could, if it don't push through this right now, we could see some type of little quick reversal. Yeah. So be careful. We try to lock in some profit or something like that. I ain't gonna really lock in anything just because I don't really need to just yet. I'm gonna wait to this. If we get above the zone, I'm gonna drag to the end of this wick. All right, we above the zone. So I locked in 130. So I'm walking away with something. It's a $500 day on this account at least. Tay, you took longs?
Hell yeah, man, I'm still in.
How much you up?
580.
Nice.
I'm up 6-7 right now.
Nice. That boy King been a silent assassin today, bruh. King been quiet as hell, just smacking shit.
I'm gonna be real, this is how today went. On my combine. I made the 600 on my combine, lost it all quiet as fuck.
Hey, look, I'm like, damn.
Just made it all back.
Yo.
I'm done, because I just did that for no reason.
It be like that, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Damn, that nigga said made the 600, lost it. We all been there though. It be like that. We done all been there before, my boy. Ooh, this hoe taking off.
Damn, I should have held.
Hey, let me ask you something. Let's say if I lost some money yesterday, could I make that and another 15 back today?
That's a good question.
Wait, ask it again. I'm about to lock in 2 something. I might get stopped out though.
Yeah,
Actually,
something on my
Order filled.
Yeah, I locked in. I got stopped out in profit on this. I'm cool with that though. I'm walking away with some bread. All right, man. So now that the trading day is done, we are going to do a quick trade recap. Just kind of want to go over a few things that I talked about in the video that maybe if it didn't make sense to you guys, I can give some clarification, and also just kind of go over my different zones and like my methodology for like why I took what I took today or whatever, right? For the 2 trades. So just over it, you see on this account, we did make 648. The reason I was taking another trade on this account only was because this account was lagging behind the other 2 accounts, which both are further ahead. This account's at 1900, and then this account is now at 1387. This account is still behind. It's at 1100. Had I been able to actually hold that trade, that last trade you see me take a little bit longer, it'd probably be up a little bit more. But whatever, right? It is what it is. We still walked away with money, right? You know, 648 on this one and then 432 on the other one. So it's a green day. All right, so going over the first trade that you saw me take during the 9:30 New York Open, right? It was something like this. I'm not sure exactly where I got in, but I know I was using a 12-point stop, so we'll have 12 points. And then I got stopped out somewhere in like the 20-point range for me to make $400, right? So we'll say like 21 points or something. I got stopped out at, right? So before actually taking this trade, you know, I like to mark up the daily time frame. So we'll have the red line indicating the previous day high, and then we also had the previous day low. We were super far away from the previous day low, so I wasn't really focused on that. I actually thought that we would likely probably push higher just because it was already in a heavy uptrend. But me being prepared for anything, I don't really see that the market can go anyway, right? When trading the New York Open. So from there, dropping down to the 4-hour time frame, it wasn't really much that I was looking at on the 4-hour time frame that I was concerned with. So I didn't really pay attention to that too much. And then when dropping to the hourly, the only thing that I was looking at for the hourly that I wanted to actually mark up was this 1 hour support level that we had, right? So I marked up this 1 hour support level. I didn't mark up the for the resistance level just because the resistance level was at the same spot that I had a 5-minute resistance at. So there's no reason for me to mark that up. The 5 minutes is going to indicate the blue zones, and then the black will indicate an hourly zone for me usually when you see me trade. Didn't really look at the 30-minute too much or the 15. More so after that, after the hourly zone, I kind of just dropped to the 5-minute. On the 5-minute, I marked up my areas for take profit being where I see liquidity at. That is what I use for TPs. And then I also just marked up the zones that I had, right? So clearly we came up to this level before. Even if you drag this further left, you see that this has been an area that we rejected from a few times. And then once we got up into this area again around like 8:55, 9 o'clock, we rejected from it again. So if we were to revisit this area and we got up here again, I would be looking to take a long position because we've already tapped 3 times. So now it's likely that we will actually break out, and then we would go take out the TPs that I had for a buy side, which were set at 822 and then 845. So those were the levels I had. Then I also had another level marked up here. This level I wasn't too concerned about. I feel like I had it on here just for like a visual representation, and I would have used it for a long position, I guess. But more so what I wanted to see was us break through this level and then get a retest off this level. We didn't really do that too much. I guess if you drop to the 1 minute, you kind of can say we did. Like we closed through this zone technically, then came back and retested. Then we had the 13 right here as well. But I wasn't really too concerned with that simply because I was waiting for us to get around the 925 candle, and this happened around 915, 920, so it wasn't too concerning for me. More so what I was focused on was when we got in this area, because there was a few different things that could have played out, right? So I have this white line indicating the 925 candle, which is right here, indicating the high and the low of the candle down in this area for the 925 candle. Now what I wanted to watch was I had this 5-minute zone, which is going to be this clear white box, right? This is the 5-minute demand zone that I had marked up. We've already broken structure to the upside, and per supply and demand rules, once you break a area of structure or anything like that, right, and you come back, you revisit that zone, likely you can get a retest from that zone and we can continue to push higher. It was already an uptrend anyway, right? So that follows rules for that. So what I wanted to watch for that was to see if we had any type of rejection from the 925 candle. If we did, and then we broke to the upside, that would support my case more for me, give me more influence for me to take a long position. However, that didn't happen. We end up selling through this zone. So we sold through a 5-minute demand zone. We sold through this hourly support level and this 5-minute support level as well, and closed through all of those. Then we came back up, did a quick retest. Now, what I was waiting for was, since we was through all these zones, I'm not just gonna hop in immediately, but I wanted to hop in off a boomerang candle. So what price ended up doing was it dropped down pretty quick. We got a retest, and then it started dropping down again. But when I tried to place my limit order, it wouldn't place me in the trade because I moved it up too fast, and price was also moving fast, so it didn't give me the best entry. However, I ended up just getting into the trade because I was already looking to take this trade anyway, expecting for us to continue shorting. So I ended up entering the trade, got an entry somewhere down here. Normally my entry would have been like right up in this area. It might have been further down, I'm not sure. It'll show in the video or whatever, right? But ended up taking a short position, got stopped out. As you can see in the video, I literally got stopped out because my keyboard was off. I did not realize that my keyboard was off because I turned it off to clean it right before I started the session. And I'm trying to press delete so I can move this box out the way so I can play around and drag the what do you call it? The profit or take profit level down. I couldn't do that, and I was just trying to delete this or whatever and not really focus on that, and I ended up hitting my TP, which is good, right? I won the trade. TP got hit, I made $400. So it's close to like a 1 to 2 or something like that, a little bit under a 1 to 2, right? However, still made money is not a bad thing, but as you can see, we had a huge dump, man. Like, this is a crazy dump. So once that was over, I've already made money at this point. I don't need to trade all these accounts, so I'm going to lock 2 accounts because those accounts are already up in profit. I can easily come in and catch another big win tomorrow and then pass the accounts, at least one of them. The other one's at like 1387. But what I wanted to do was wait and see if I could catch another trade. Now I talked about that 935 candle and the 940 candle, right? Usually what happens that I see is that if the 930 candle is a drop or a long position, but it's with momentum in one direction without it being an indecision candle, that means that the 935 candle is going to be basically like a stall out candle where it's not going to move too much in price. And then the 940 candle, I'll look for a boomerang off the 940 candle, whether we take a long position or we take a short position. But I'm waiting for it to boomerang, so I'm waiting for it to break to the break the previous candle, retrace back inside the body of the candle, and break again, and I'm gonna take an entry. Because to me, that's an indication that we're going to go in that direction. It's not considered an actual strategy; it's just the entry signal that I use. So that actually didn't really happen during the 940 candle like I predicted. So I'm gonna go to micros because I also lowered my risk on this trade. I'm glad that I did, because had I not lowered my risk on this trade, I would have lost the trade using a 12-point stop. The only two type of point stop losses that I use are going to be a 12-point and a 25-point. That's just what I like to do, right? So I use 5 micros on this trade, and I wanted to use a 25-point stop just to give myself more breathing room, because there was a chance that we likely could retrace deeper than expected before pushing to the upside after seeing that we had the momentum. Now, I didn't take the short position for the 940 candle simply because we did not have a wick on this candle right here, right? So when I seen that this candle didn't have a wick to the upside of it, it made me hesitant to take a trade, because usually whenever a candle doesn't have a wick, I'm seeing that as imbalance in the market, and price is likely going to come feel that, because whenever you have a candle, just simple candle anatomy, you're going to have the open, close, and then the high and the low of the candle. The high of the candle is going to be where the wick is at, and then the low of the candle is also going to be where the wick is at, which they usually won't close in the same spot that they open or whatever, right? So you're going to have a wick on that candle. If you don't have a wick, then you'll have something like a Marabuju candle, which means it's a heavy momentum candle. So it's going to continue in that direction, but it will be continuing in the direction that it already closed, not open most of the time. So me seeing that, it made me hesitant, not want to take the trade, which I'm glad I didn't. I probably could have grabbed some points. I think it dropped like 25 points off the boomerang, but I didn't take it. I didn't really need to take a trade, so I wasn't really too pressed. However, once I seen that we started retracing, and I was like, all right, cool. We've already grabbed a lot of points of liquidity. We have sold off a lot, but I don't use the mentality where, all right, if we sell off, then we oversold, then that means we're going to start buying. I don't use that mentality simply because I'm going to go with the trend. The trend is always going to be a friend. If we selling off, that means likely we'll keep selling off. But we did grab a lot of liquidity. As you can see, if I go back to NQ on minis, these were all the areas that I had for TPs, being these green lines, 638, 686, 712. We hit all of those, right? All those draws in liquidity. So going back to micros, so what I end up seeing, and the reason I end up taking the trade, right, I dropped down to the 1 minute time frame, and now I want to see how these candles are closing. This candle right here, I did want to get in on this candle, and I talked about it in the video where I said, all right, cool, this likely is going to be the reversal because we now have a doji candle on the 1 minute. So if we break to the upside, this is where you could take a potential entry, and I said that in the video. However, I did not take the entry simply because I didn't need to trade. I'm trying to be really patient. Had I though, it would have been an even better win or a better entry, but I just wanted to wait to see how we reacted off this 13. So once I seen how we was reacting off the 13 was in that level we could have rejected from it or whatever. Once I seen that we started pushing to the upside, I ended up taking an aggressive entry. I didn't wait until we got up in here to take the entry. I think my entry was actually somewhere, I want to say somewhere like right here or something like that. I'm pretty sure, because I know no my entry was up here because we was pushing up here, but we hadn't hit that level exact. And so end up retracing down, almost stopped me out. And then what I started doing was I started lowering my risk. So as we're creating these wicks and I'm seeing that price is starting to come down and retrace into this level and then push back up, I'm going to move my stop. So originally my stops was something like this. Then, so we can take this off now. You've seen what we did, right? Long position was somewhere up in here or something like that. I'm not sure exactly, but I know I had my stops right here, right? So stops was up in this area. Then I seen us create this wick. And then we started retracing back up with a lot of momentum. So I moved my stops here. And then this wick came down and actually kind of scared me. I thought once this candle came in, I was like, all right, yeah, I'm probably about to lose this trade. Then it'll just be done. Then we rejected off the 13. We started pushing to the upside again. So I was like, all right, cool. At this point, price shouldn't be coming back down anymore. So I'm going to mitigate and lower my risk some more. And so I did that. And then we finally got the push out. Once we hit the 12 points, which was indicated here. So this interest probably a little bit something like that or whatever, right? I don't know. But either way, once we hit 12 points, there's no point in me having risk on, because the way that I look at it, right, is it's less than a 1-to-1 that I'm going to break even. But however, per my rules, when I'm trading NAS anyway, or NQ, if I'm risking 250 on a normal contract and it hits 12 points, that's going to be around 200 to the 250 mark anyway, which is what my normal risk would be. So at that point, I'm going to go break even. If it's the same movement, just on a smaller, or on a different chart that I'm not going to make as much trading with, being the micros, I'm still going to move my risk to at 12 points to break even, because it's the same thing. It shouldn't be coming back because it's the same exact thing that I'm trading. However, if it does, then cool. I'm just out of the trade and we'll look for another opportunity. I moved to break even, and then we got this push up, and then I just wanted to trail to make sure I locked in some more profit. Had I left this alone, it would have played out fully, and I would have made 5 or 497. I think I had my take profit at, instead of like 2 something. But I'm still cool with that because I walked away with profit and I locked in profit as I went. It's been times where I've seen this come down and actually would have stopped me out for the $100 instead of the $200, or it would have came all the way back down, which is coming back down now. But we barely nicked the take profit fully and then reverse, right? So I'm not mad at that. I grabbed profit, and it is what it is, right? Still walked away with a win for the day. It was a winning day overall. Just was patient, waited, and did what I was supposed to do, and then hopefully we can come in tomorrow, finish the week off strong. It's gonna be Friday. I might just lower risk altogether on a Friday and trade 5 micros instead of a mini anyway, just because it is Friday. I'm not looking or in a rush to necessarily just pass these accounts off the rip. I just want to finish out the week strong and then go into next week and just carry that same momentum or whatever, right? So as of right now, this account is up 1,100. This account is up 1,900, and then this last account is up 1,387. So hopefully we can get it done next week and we get all 3 of these passed. And yeah, you just get to see me do that or whatever, right? So that's all I got for this video. Live trade and then the trade breakdown, man. So until next time, on a better living.